As you all probably know, every Thursday in Grand Theft Auto Online, a new update week comes out, which usually brings some vehicles that are discounted, a new podium car, an LS car meet vehicle, and the most important one of all is the extra ways to make money. Sometimes you'll have a buff on the Acid Lab, sometimes you'll have a buff on the Motorcycle Club, or gun running. In today's video, I'm going to break into the best of the bonuses that you can get your advantages on, and when is the perfect time to take advantage of these bonuses. So let's get straight into it. The first business we're going to be talking about in the number 8 position is the bunker. The bunker is fantastic in general. It makes around $100,000 every hour, and it's almost impossible to get raided. I don't even have the security upgrade on it, and my bunker's only been raided once, and it was a very easy catch, and there you go, got all my product back. So the bunker overall is a great and very safe business to be running, and the sale missions, as long as you sell it with one vehicle stock, are very easy to do and able to make a pretty decent payout if you try to do it in a public lobby. However, sometimes the bunker is absolutely insane when Rockstar does a double money or even a double money and double speed for the bunker. This allows it to make an absolutely ridiculous amount of money hourly, upwards of 200 to 250,000, allowing the bunker to become one of the more efficient businesses while you're running it for that week. Not only can you make extra money with the bunker, but usually Rockstar also has the bunkers on sale during this time period, which means any of the upgrades or the bunker itself is going to be 30% off. And let's be real, some of the better locations like the one near the prison or, the one next to Sandy Shores Airfield, they get quite expensive, upwards of 3 million plus when you start getting all the upgrades. So saving 30% on everything you purchase is a very smart idea, and if you don't have one of the really good bunker locations right now, next time they go on sale, that is when I would suggest to indulge. In the number 7 slot, we have the Acid Lab. While the Acid Lab is by far the newest business added into the game, it is still one of the most efficient when it comes to just making money. The Acid Lab is not the best. The bunker and the Coke Lockup both make more money. However, the Acid Lab is a single sale vehicle, which means even though you can make more money with the bunker, you have to constantly sell it when it gets to a certain spot, or you're going to have 2 or 3 vehicles, which then you're going to have a really tricky time selling as a solo player. And for the Motorcycle Club businesses, yeah, good luck. You try making any money with the Motorcycle Club businesses solo, and you get a post-op van, you're going to be spending the next 30 minutes to probably not even complete all the sale missions. Yeah, so when it comes to the Acid Lab, having only a single sale vehicle, it not only allows the Acid Lab to always be completed on time as a solo player, but if you want to make some extra cash, you can also do the sale mission in a public lobby like I do a lot of the time, bringing in an extra 50%. Add that onto the fact that in the past couple of weeks with Rockstar trying to really get people to play their new DLC, they've had a double money and double speed on the Acid Lab. Yeah, that's pretty insane money. That's basically times 4 money when it comes to the Acid Lab, which is insane. Not only that, but it was 30% off on the upgrades. So, if Wargaming does plan on releasing this type of bonus again, or even just double money, the Acid Lab is by far one of the best businesses to be chill. Also, it can never be rated. It's not even like the bunker where there's a slight chance. There is 0% chance of being rated with the Acid Lab. So it's a great business in general. It's very easy to get your hands on, and it's absolutely free if you complete the missions. But even if you purchase it for the $700,000 the vehicle is, it's still a great business to get your hands on. In the number 6 position, we have the agency bonus on contracts and payphone hits. Now, the reason I had to specify this is because when we go higher up on the list, there's another agency bonus that is also amazing to get for a weekly update. However, we've had a lot of bonuses on payphone hits and contracts, and let's be real, they are nothing to complain about. First of all, when you're able to purchase the agency 30% off, that's amazing because the agency at cheapest is around $2 million. And a lot of people like myself, when they start off, just purchase the agency and don't really get the Amani Tech upgrade station or anything like that. So the 30% off is nice because even if you spent your money on the agency itself, you can still get the upgrades a heck of a lot cheaper. Not only that, but the agency bonus on contracts and payphone hits is a great way of making upwards of $170,000 when you complete a single payphone hit, which is ridiculous. It's like $400,000 or $500,000 an hour just by completing 3 missions every hour. Very easy to do. They take like 2 or 3 minutes. It is insane how effective payphone hits are at making money. Not only that, the contract bonus as well, which is sometimes double or 1.5 times the normal on that update week, also allow you to get your passive income up. With the agency, if you complete 200 contracts that aren't the special VIP contracts, you're going to make $20,000 every 48 minutes passively in the game for doing nothing for the rest of your life in GTA Online for as long as the game exists. That is insane. That is just free money. You never have to do anything to get except walk into your agency and collect it out of this safe. Because of that, the agency bonuses are absolutely fantastic, and I would highly suggest to take advantage of them when they are available. In the number 5 slot, we have nightclub bonuses. The nightclub itself is an amazing business for a couple reasons. First of all, it has 2 ways of passively making money. You have technicians, which can acquire goods from your other businesses for doing literally nothing. You just sit there, they collect the goods, and you sell them. Or you can just collect free money out of your nightclub safe by keeping your popularity up. Now, I've made videos in the past talking about nightclub popularity. There's glitches to constantly keep your popularity up. It's very, very easy to maintain your nightclub popularity. And as long as you maintain it, you're going to be making $60,000 every hour. Not only that, but the nightclub also, with its passive business, is going to be making another like $70,000 an hour. So it makes over $115,000 to $20,000 every hour passively, which is insanely good. But not only that, when Rockstar has the double money or the double speed on the nightclub, you're literally just raking in the dough. Plus, nightclubs are in great locations. Even some of the cheaper ones that are at like LSIA are normally only about $1 million. Now, sure, the upgrades get very expensive, but if you're a newer player, just getting that passive money bonus and being able to buy it at 30% off, because that's usually what the update weeks are, is absolutely fantastic. So the nightclub bonuses in general are amazing, whether they're just for your passive income when it comes to keeping your nightclub popularity up, or sometimes Rockstar does it on the bonus of your technicians. But either way, it's insane. The nightclub is a must-have business. If you don't own it already, make sure you take a look at that business. Next up, in the number 4 slot, we have a business that a lot of you might not expect to see here until you realize the bonuses that it's had available, and that is the Auto Shop. The Auto Shop itself is okay at making money. I wouldn't say it's the best, but it's definitely not the worst. However, in the past couple of weeks, we've seen Rockstar not only do double money for the Auto Shop, but oh boy, there has been a triple money for the Auto Shop as well. That means when you're doing some of the missions, you can make upwards of $600,000 completing it. For example, the one where you steal the gold bars. It is absolutely insane how much money you can make doing Auto Shop missions when they are double or triple money. And because of that, it easily makes its way into a very high position on this list, especially because usually when the Auto Shops are double or triple money, you can also buy them for 30% off, which the Auto Shop has amazing things going for it. First of all paint jobs are free, which is insane. Normally, you have to pay a lot for paint jobs. If you're doing any classic paint, it's free. Also, if you're under level 100, all upgrades are unlocked and all paints are unlocked. That means that if you're under level 100 and you don't have lime green unlocked because you haven't done racing or anything like that, boom, you have your Auto Shop. Now you can put on lime green. It's an absolute savior. And the final thing about the Auto Shop that's also crazy is that you get 5% discounts on every single purchase you make on customization for a vehicle. So let's say, for example, you upgrade one of your cars and put on a new engine tune, you put better exhaust on. Each purchase you make, you're saving 5%. That means if you're like a big car spender like me on my account, and I've spent probably $100 million on just upgrades alone, if I were to spend all of that money specifically in the Auto Shop and upgrades, I'd save about $5 million. So yeah, 5% on paper doesn't look like a huge amount, but if you continue to purchase more and more cars and you plan on upgrading all of them, then I would highly suggest to use the Auto Shop. The number 3 slot is the Dr. Dre VIP mission in the agency. As I was talking about earlier, the agency has 2 very good double money weeks. The first one is the fact that we already went over contracts and payphone hits. This one in the number 3 slot is for the Dr. Dre, because about 2 or 3 weeks ago, of course at the time of recording this video, Rockstar released the ability to make double money on the Dr. Dre. That means the normal $1 million payout that completing the entire VIP mission had turned into $2 million. That meant that you would actually make more money per hour doing the Dr. Dre VIP missions rather than doing the Cayo Perico heist normally. It was by far one of the best ways of making money ever released in Grand Theft Auto Online. Unfortunately, as I said, it only lasted 1 week, but definitely, even if it's only 1.5 times the money, you need to keep your eyes absolutely peeled for Dr. Dre Double Money, because that is an absolutely monstrous way of making some extra dough in the game. In the number 2 slot, we have the Panther statue for the Cayo Perico heist. This is also an absolutely massive way of making money. The Panther statue is very rare, and I think Rockstar's only had this as a single time so far on a Thursday release, but still, the Panther statue is a massive boost. I think it's like a $2 million payout rather than the $1.5 million you get from the Pink Diamond, which is just ridiculous, the amount of money you can make with the Panther statue. The reason it's in the number 2 slot and not the number 1 is because even when the Panther statue was released for a week, the problem was that it was really finicky to get your hands on because it's still like a 10% chance it was, so you had to keep doing the heist over and over, hoping that you would get that 10% chance. It wasn't guaranteed ever, so that was one thing you had to keep in mind about the Panther statue, is that it still wasn't the most efficient way of making money, but it was definitely insane when you got it. The final slot we have in number 1 is, well, something you probably expected, Double Money Cargo, or 1.5 times. Now, 1.5 times money on Special Cargo is a bit of a bummer, because that's what Rockstar's released in the past couple of months, I think 3 times now. Everybody wants the double money, because that means you're going to be making like $5 million every warehouse you own, which is insane amounts of money. Unfortunately, now it's only usually 1.5 times the money, which isn't bad. I mean, you're still making $3.3 million every sale. It's just not the same. But either way, Special Cargo is normally a pretty mediocre business. I would just suggest to do the Cayo Perico heist, the Diamond Casino heist, or a lot of the other methods I've shouted here, rather than Special Cargo. Now, Rockstar's increased some ways of making money with it, like paying your associates to go source you crates. It's unfortunate you can't call them on the phone to do this, hoping Rockstar changes that in the future. But as of now, the Special Cargo is really only good for saving up a bunch of it and then waiting for the 1.5 times or double money sale mission and then boom, sell all of your cargo. That's at least what I've been doing. It's a great way of making money. Not only that, but usually when Rockstar has these increased payouts, they also have 30% off your Special Cargo warehouses. And I'll be honest, Special Cargo warehouses are by far the most expensive in the game. Like, period. So with that being the case, you definitely want to make sure that you are spending 30% less on these large warehouses if you're a newer player and don't own them already, because spending $2.5 or even $3 million on these warehouses is pretty dang redonkulous. So also keep that in mind. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. This is, as I said, just the best update weeks that you can keep your eyes out for. A lot of these will happen within the next couple of weeks anyway. The one that I didn't put in here is the Motorcycle Club, even though that's probably the most common out of all of them. There's a reason why, and that's because the Motorcycle Club is by far one of the worst businesses in the game. Even with double money and double speed on the Motorcycle Club businesses, it just makes it harder because now you're trying to fill it up more so you can get as much money as possible, and when it's double speed it fills up more anyway, which means you have two options: either sell immediately once your bar starts filling up and keep an eye on all of your businesses, or at the same time have some friends help you out. I mean, the Motorcycle Club businesses, if you have friends helping you, is great. It's awful when you're a solo player, which is kind of what today's video is guided towards. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, but I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.